Welcome. Hello everybody. We are headed to the pool. Gonna get a swim in, a bit of exercise in. We just finished up a good 2-hour work session. So it's now time to basically reward myself with a swim. You know, yesterday I went for a swim pretty late, around 9 p.m. and I felt so relieved being able to work out and get my heart rate up a little bit. Relieved me of stress, relieved me of the thoughts that I had in my head, which was good. So working out nowadays becomes a reward. As long as you put the work in before so that you feel ready to let out a bit of physical exertion, if you will, then it's a good feeling. It's a very good feeling. I really don't like cloudy days. I much prefer that there's sun out. Ideal temperature range, like 18 to 23 degrees with like full blasting sun, and occasional days that go up to like those 26, 27 degrees. That's nice, but everything else is shite, to be honest. I just brought on a media buyer and I haven't been the best leader in the first week and a bit leading him. That obviously has to change, so I'm building out a bit of back-end stuff, some systems for him to look at and follow so that he can perform at his highest, at his best, because I know he's got the talent in him, but he's slacking because I'm slacking. So the people that you hire, the people that you bring onto your team are always a direct reflection, or their performance is a direct reflection of yourself. So if you can get yourself in check, then you can get everybody else in check. So Monday is going to be a hectic day. Calendar's packed to the brim. I had to adjust my meeting intervals from 30 to 60. Otherwise I'm just going to die just back to back. And usually sales calls go for a little longer than 30 minutes anyways, 40 to 50 minutes, that kind of range, at least to close somebody. It takes that long for me. But yeah, I've just got a lot of back-to-back, so we'll have to sort that out. One thing that I've noticed over the past couple of weeks in growing my business, because the business has grown substantially in the past month, we have 3x'd from 10k to 31k. There's so much shit that I just don't have done and set up that should have been set up a long time ago. You know, I'm planning for scale here. I'm not planning for a short-term cash injection into the business. I'm planning for long-term scale. And for me to get long-term scale means I need those foundations and those pillars built out inside that can handle the weight and the volume of scale and more clients, higher ad spend, better management, that kind of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see where I can take this business. I know I'm going to hit those 100k months for sure. There's no doubt about it. 200k months, 300k months. But for me to get to those 7-figure months, it's going to have to take a lot more than I really think. And I'm going to have to grow a lot bigger than what I was planning to when I started this business, to be honest. When I started this, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to turn this into a lifestyle business. I'm just going to do like 30, 40k a month and then just like live my life a little bit. But you know what? There's always a bigger mountain to climb. And I've discovered real quick that those bigger mountains are literally everywhere. So you either climb to the top of it and roll down and have your fun, or you just pick the next one to climb up and just go for it. So I've decided to do the latter. And we're going to build this thing to $1 million months. How am I going to get there? Well, I need strong foundations. Everybody's coming out with their own AI context layers, AI agents, new tools, new this, new that. It can be very distracting. So I think people are going to pay for consulting work from AI implementation companies where they will reduce the noise for you, because everybody knows that there's a million tools for you to use that will help the business. But the things you should eliminate a lot of the times is more important than the things that you should add on. And the second thing is getting real top talent A players into the business to work in the team. I think that's the next thing. Figuring out who's going to become head of departments, what those roles are. Been listening to a lot of podcasts. I've been listening to a lot of high-level entrepreneurs kind of talk about how the most successful guys have a very good understanding at a macro level of the whole business and many other businesses. So they're able to kind of pivot. They're able to understand what needs to... that's not good. They need to understand what needs to change. They can see problems when they're arising, and they can just put out those fires if you have a good understanding of the macro level. Obviously, micro level is important as well, but you can't be a technician and grow at scale forever. You're gonna have to hire technicians to work under you. And that is something that I'm still learning. What is this person doing? But yeah, that's what I'm doing, so stay tuned for that. But we are now at the pool, so gonna get a swim in, and then off to cafe again, get more work done. So I'll see you guys soon.